Odysseus of Ithaca, the man who sort of, after 20 years, got away. My darling king who suffered the suffering and slayed his foes and infants alike. The man who holds enough trauma to drown Olympus in tears. Our main character, ladies and gentlemen. Hello everyone, I'm Serpentine, your local host and resident simp for everything Epic the Musical. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the person who's been doing character ranking videos based on their sexiness. Yes, you heard me right. We have no shame here. In this video, I'm yet again ranking Odysseus of Ithaca, the main character of Epic the Musical. By the way, this part is the sequel to another video I did, which in turn is part of a huge series going on in this channel. You are more than welcome to check them too. As for this one, I asked my audience in the comments of the first Odysseus video to write about their favorite artist who had not been mentioned by me yet. The results were impressive to say the least. I honestly didn't know there were so many talented artists out there specifically creating Epic the Musical videos. In this video, I tried to cover most of the artists you commented on, as well as those I know myself. But if I missed some artists, please write their names in the comments. About this video, before we start, here's my usual word of warning. The ratings are based on two things: my sincere analysis of the design elements and my level of simping for the characters. So please don't be surprised if the rankings sometimes don't make any sense. Alright? Fine then, let's start. I love Crashite's style because it reminds me of adventure cartoons I used to watch when I was younger. Okay fine, who am I kidding, I still watch cartoons. Crashite's style, together with their way of drawing expressions, definitely reminds me of a specific genre of animation. The artist is obviously talented, and I particularly enjoy their action scenes and the way they depict the movements of their characters in a bit of an exaggerated manner. That is to say, when they work on serious songs, they succeed in shifting the mood and making the viewer feel on the edge of their seat. Their Scylla animation actually impressed me with how action-packed the camera and events of the animatic were. When it comes to Crashite's Odysseus, he is what I like to call a solid classic. This means that he shares a lot of features similar to the other Odysseuses that the other artists draw. It is not hard to guess why exactly. The thing is, the creator of the musical, Jay, also plays Odysseus, and many of the artists draw Odi with his features. I do not know if that is the case with Crashite, but there are, as I said, a lot of things in this Odi that I see in other Odis. That doesn't make him a bad design. I like his poses, expressions and cartoony movements. But I was impressed with how serious this Odi could be in the Scylla animatic. The scar definitely helps to set him apart from other renditions of Odi and gives him a feeling of something familiar, but also new enough to not confuse the author of the design. This Odi honestly seems like a chill guy I wouldn't mind hanging out with, as long as I don't double-cross him, that is.
You got it, darling!
I would like to thank the person who recommended this artist to me because they are amazing. I won't lie, this Odysseus is not the most attractive one for me, but the design itself is quite well thought and the artist's style appeals to me. Firstly, love the Rapunzel style hair on Odysseus. Really delivers the idea that he has been lost for far too long. Love the facial expressions that perfectly deliver the feelings of anguish, pain, hope and surprise. Love how the characters interact with each other. I watched their Not Sorry for Loving You animatic for this video. While it is about Odi, I can't help but be amazed by how well Jester drew Calypso and Odysseus' dynamic. Calypso definitely took the lead, and it's no wonder since it's her song. Still, the way the subtle hints of abuse and fear are drawn through the song honestly makes me shiver. Odysseus is wonderfully expressive and wonderfully suffering. Still, I unfortunately do not find him that hot. 7 years with Calypso proved too much for him.
You got it, darling!
All I can say is, where were you, Pyrite, when I did the Circe video? This Circe is amazing, and so is Odysseus. Granted, he looks way younger here than he is at that moment in the story, and for a second I mistook him for Telemachus. But other than that, yep, he's an eye candy. Definitely would love to turn him into a cute piggy and keep him on my island if you catch my drift. It's a joke, please don't tell Penelope.
I'm in danger!
But seriously, I love the design and how youthful Odysseus feels. I'm always a sucker for arrogant Odysseus, and in this video, he definitely gets a spot to shine. Confidence simply oozes from Odi, and you can't help but root for that smug little bean. His clothes, hair and face are pretty normal. Still, the facial expressions sell the viewer on the King of Ithaca thing, the strategist who ended the Trojan War. Also, the action scenes are drawn nicely, and the tension between the characters is so sick that you can cut it with a knife. I'm so happy I discovered this artist and am looking forward to seeing more of their videos.
You look gorgeous! Absolutely, nobody looks better than you!
I'm just gonna say it. This Odysseus is good, but Penelope, this woman is on fire.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular.
I couldn't tear my eyes away from her design. Even though I was supposed to focus on Odi, the artist definitely knows how to draw him to make me weak in the knees. Whoever is responsible for that design should get a raise. Odysseus is fine too, but against Penelope, he reminds me of this meme. I'm so sorry, Odi. But on the bright side, I clearly see why you want to get home so much. I love how the artist works with colors, and I love Odysseus' shape and language, which is sharper and more angular against the siren Penelope. The expressions are also on point and clearly deliver the mood of the characters. Odysseus oozes cocky anime protagonist energy, and I'm here for it.
We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
You look gorgeous! Absolutely, nobody looks better than you!
I've already featured Quinny's Poseidon design in a joke video of theirs, and now it's time for Odi. What can I say? I love it. Odi looks like a generic anime protagonist, but the kind that you just can't help but love. He's a pretty bisexual menace, and he thrives on chaos. The body proportions are on the more realistic side, but the faces have some similar elements to webtoons or anime. I can't get enough of Quinny's joke videos, but I also really hope for an actual animatic from them. Also, Quinny, I know what you're doing with Odysseus and Diomedes. Do it again.
You look gorgeous! Absolutely, nobody looks better than you!
Okay, fine, the design on itself doesn't do it for me. But oh my gods, have you seen the composition, the action scenes, the camera movements? All of it was done so beautifully by the artist, and it definitely balances Odysseus' unpolished look. Well, maybe I'm a bit unfair. The thing is, this Odi actually looks like the man who spent 10 years on a journey home having no rest or sleep. This Odysseus is truly tired and beat around the edges. Usually, the artists give him some sex appeal at least, but in this case, I find none. He kind of reminds me of a rat, if I'm being honest. I am not saying this to undermine the character design itself, just in terms of sexiness, which is a big part of my ranking system. If we analyze it separately, I would enjoy this version of Odysseus mainly because he certainly looks the part and is still recognizable as the King of Ithaca. His facial expressions play very well into the idea of him being tired and frustrated, as well as him possessing an analytical mind and being one step ahead of his opponents. Siren Penelope is gorgeous, and now I'm actually starting to think that I need to do a separate Penelope video after all.
Boo, darling!
This artist has a knack for creating artwork that explores the character's psyche. I watched both Monster and Warrior of the Mind and love both of them. The more realistic proportions and expressions make this Odysseus feel more real and near to the viewer. You can feel the anguish of a man put through impossible circumstances, fear and pain. This Odysseus reads like a dad more than anything. There is so much kindness in his eyes during the flashback, and even while he looks at the child he is destined to kill, you can't help but feel sorry for Odi. But feelings aside, let's talk about sexiness. This Odi is a dad, but he is also a daddy. His flashback appearance did something to me, and I want him to do it again. The proportions, the clothes design, the face, and especially the gorgeous hair. Everything in this Odysseus makes me extremely happy. Great job.
You look gorgeous. Absolutely nobody looks better than you.
This artist delivered one of the best Odysseus animatics out there, and I truly recommend that everyone who loves the Ithaca saga check out their channel. The color palette is stunning, and the way it is used to deliver the feelings of danger, anger, sorrow, and defeat, oh god, it never misses. This whole animatic is a visual masterpiece, starting from the character design and ending with the narrative. I honestly ask you to pause the video and go watch this animatic if you haven't already. Then come back here because I do not want to spoil this beauty for you. The way it brought shivers down my spine, not just because of its beauty, but also because of how well Odysseus is portrayed. Every frame with him just screams with rage, and this is one of the few instances when an overused trope of his bloody red eyes looks actually menacing and cool. At times, I would catch my heart beating faster when Odysseus would appear behind the suitors and strike them. Truly, there is little to say more, except that the artist had the audacity after completing Hold Them Down and Odysseus to draw the Appetite song, with Odi being in his full-on shoujo manga protagonist mode seducing Calypso. The way I cried and laughed watching this song was truly an unforgettable experience. HiStellaLuna can draw Odi as the slayer of men and women alike, if you catch my drift. Odi could ruin my life, and I would thank him.
I love you, darling!
This artist is truly something. I was blown away by their skill and attention to detail in the Love in Paradise animatic. Everything in there is simply excellent. The design of Odysseus as this Rapunzel-like prince is a unique take on the character. His gentle expressions and vulnerability perfectly suit the song, but he is also beautiful on his own, with face style being very pleasing. The video is detailed, with many movements and changes of scenery. I can tell a lot of time and effort went into creating it. While this video is not about analyzing the animatics on themselves, but the character designs, I just wish to say that I am blown away by the intensity of emotions Fire managed to convey in their animatic. Truly, Odysseus' pain is perfectly conveyed here. As for the design itself, I like it. True, Odysseus looks too clean and young to pass for a man in his 40s, but that's the magic of artistic interpretation for you. I love this Odi and found him quite an attractive man. There is gentleness in him that is rarely seen in other interpretations of the character, which makes this character design all the more exciting.
I love you, darling!
I came for Odysseus' design ranking. I stayed for one of the best interpretations of the monster animatic on YouTube. Everything in me screamed as the video progressed, as it became better with each verse. Truly, Noir is incredible, with symbolism and colors as tools to convey the mood of the song. The beauty of souls reaching for Odysseus, haunting him but at the same time giving him a push to change and survive makes me shiver. The way his shadow is in the form of a wolf, an animal Odysseus is associated with, shows him turning to his wild animalistic side. The way he cuts his hair signifies his regression to his younger self, the one still filled with the rage of war and capable of sacrificing his morals for the sake of his family. The way his eyes lose their spark, all of it makes Noir a wonderful artist, and their Odi one of the best designs around. I am not a big fan of large anime eyes. I do like anime style, but I do have my limits, and yet the sheer beauty of video composition makes up for it. Their monster animatic is what sold me on this Odysseus design. Amazing.
I love you, darling!
I am in love with this Odysseus design. There, I said it. To be fair, I'm in love with many of the designs in my videos, but this one just has to be said out loud. I think it's because Virus AP perfectly tugs at my villain loving strings, and this Odysseus sports so many wonderfully unhinged expressions that I simply melt.
How hard can it be? I want him, I want him, I want him!
I love them a little broken, sorry guys. My weird preferences aside, this design strikes as a perfect balance between realism and artistic exaggeration. The way Virus AP draws anatomy is so pleasing to behold, as well as the many wonderful expressions they give to their Odysseus. They also draw action quite well, and the way the camera changes every so often keeps the viewer's attention up until the very end. There is just something feral in this Odysseus, and I'm all here for it.
I love you, darling!
I reviewed many of Brit's designs, but I unfortunately can't say their Odysseus clicks right for me. Usually, I enjoy the realistic proportions mixed with anime faces of their style, but Odi, I don't know. There just isn't anything to make me into him. He is a good design on his own, and he blends well with the environment and stands against the other characters at the same time. He is engaging and can draw attention to himself without becoming too tiresome for the viewer. Still, in terms of hotness, I can't find things to make me attracted to him. I liked Brit's Circe, Zeus and Athena, but apparently you can't have them all, and Odi meets us in that department.
Okay.
I feel so blessed by the gods that I got to see Slander's Underworld animatic. My dear viewers, pack your bags, go to their channel, watch the video and then go back to me. You may proceed only after that. Yes, it's that good. Holy moly, I can't shake my awe after watching it. It is an absolute visual masterpiece. The way it's a constant action and the stakes keep getting higher and higher never lets the viewer catch their breath. But honestly, you don't really want to. I'm so sad this video is so short because I want more. Their Odysseus is as simple as can be, but damn me if he is not sexy. I don't know how this works, people, I really don't. This Odysseus' face is 90% eyes and a line for a mouth, but holy Hades, I want to kiss it. I think it is the instance of the animatic being so amazing that I just dive into it completely. Seriously, there is something captivating about the ways Slander tortures their audience with beautiful visual images. This artist has immense potential, and I sincerely hope they make more. And for their audience, I would go to the underworld for him.
I love you, darling!
We had anime Odysseus, but this one is a manhwa protagonist Odysseus. A traditionally attractive style with big eyes and semi-realistic features. What can I say? It works. This Odysseus is sexy, visually appealing, and demonstrates enough emotions to feel his state of mind. I like him. I also adore the way this artist draws Tiresias. Remember when I said I loved them a bit unhinged? I was being honest there. I guess I need to do a separate video for him too. As for this Odi, he's good. I like him.
You look gorgeous! Absolutely, nobody looks better than you!
Well, that's it. This video is bigger than I anticipated, but I am so happy to yet again talk about my beloved Odysseuses. Do you agree with my ranking? Write yours in the comments. I sincerely hope I reviewed all the artists out there, but if I missed some, drop the names in the comments. As always, thank you for sticking around until the end. I would be so happy if you could subscribe and like this video. It helps on my YouTube journey. I hope it doesn't take me 20 years to reach success like it took Odysseus.